Don't get mad at me and come over here talking crazy just because I did a story on a situation. I ain't the one deleting people on Christmas. Man, let's get to the video. Let's go. Madness. Before we get to the video, if you would like to help me stop the madness, then please visit madnessnation.net to get all of your merchandise, or simply hit the link in the description below to donate. Remember, I cannot stop the madness without you. Madness. Yo. Now, one of these people that you see in this picture is no longer with us, and another person who you see in this picture was possessed by the madness. I'm gonna give you a second. Which one do you think was possessed by the madness, and which one do you think is no longer here with us today? If you guessed Mr. Sir Brown Jr. was possessed with the madness, you will be correct. Now, this story is crazy, right? So check this out. They are saying that he has agreed to take a 45-year plea deal to get 45 years in prison. Now, what did he do? Let's get to it. It says in 2023, police responded to a report of a person shot outside of a home in the 6600 block of East 52nd Place near North Arlington Avenue and East 56th Street just after 5 a.m. December 25th. So remember, this is on Christmas. You know, if there's any day that you supposed to just chill out, go back, do what you gotta do, try to make it a good day, that's supposed to be Christmas. But obviously not on this day. Now it says that he took the plea deal for 45 years for the murder of his girlfriend, 24-year-old Shania Shaw. And I hope I'm saying her name right, Shania Shaw. And it also says that she was also the mother of his 2 children. Madness. Now, it says that officers arrived and found a woman who had been shot. Medics pronounced her dead at the scene. The Marion County Coroner's Office later identified the victim as Shaw. Police said the suspect took off before officers arrived. Madness. They later arrested Brown after his own father turned him in. Now, you know, you have to be doing something crazy. I do plenty of these stories, right? And one thing that a lot of parents do, whether if you agree with it or not, they actually try to help their children no matter what the situation is. They be hiding bodies. They be getting rid of evidence. They be jumping in lakes trying to get the body and move it because the police is about to find out where the body is. These parents on these stories that I be doing on the madness be going the extra length to help their child out. But in this particular situation, they say the father turned him in. So you know it was absolutely madness. It says they later arrested Brown after his own father turned him in, as the shooting was captured on the father's home security video. According to an arrest report, Brown and Shaw dropped their children off at Brown's parent house on Christmas Eve. So apparently they seemed like they was getting along on Christmas Eve. They took the kids over to parents' house. It says the arrest report says Brown and Shaw returned to the house around 4 a.m. on Christmas and fought outside for approximately 45 minutes. Listen, that is way too long to be fighting with anybody. It's best that you try to walk away if you can, because ain't nothing good is going to come out of anything where you're fighting for 45 minutes. It's going to escalate, and then you may be infected with the madness like Sir Brown Jr. here, and then take it all the way. Madness. It says, according to the arrest report, the fight went from verbal to physical when the surveillance footage shows Brown father come outside to try to stop the fight. So his father see him out there fighting. He probably like, hey, what's going on? He go out there to try to stop the fight. Then it says Brown father told police that his son had a gun and threatened to shoot himself. Okay, there we go. The classic, I'm gonna end my life. All right. But he didn't do it though. It's interesting because these people who I do these stories on, these people who was possessed with the madness, look at his eyes, you can see the madness in his soul. But they never do it like I do. I do these stories 24/7. And they always threatening to take out their life, but they never take their life though. But they always seem to manage to take somebody else's life. So it says Brown father told police that his son had a gun and threatened to shoot himself. So Brown father said he went back in his home and locked the door. Oh, the father must know his son crazy. He ain't even try to reason with him or nothing. He said, I'ma end my life. And his father was like, yep, let me get up out of here because this fool crazy. I done raised him. I know that he's infected with the madness right now. Then it says, that's when Brown father said he heard a gunshot. And Brown allegedly tried to get in the house by kicking the door and shooting at it. So the father locks himself inside. Then he hears a shot go off. And now this fool is trying to get into the house and he's kicking the door, shooting at the door. He probably was about to take his father out. That sounds like he was about to try to take his father out too. Maybe his father knows something because I'm pretty sure his father know a lot more than what we know in these reports. And that's why when he said he was going to end, that's why when Brown Jr. said he was going to end his life, that's why the father took off running and went in the house and locked the door. Madness. It says the arrest report says Brown called his mother while detectives were speaking with her. During the call, Brown allegedly admitted to shooting Shaw and said he was going to kill himself. According to the arrest report, the detectives asked Brown to turn himself in, and he said he couldn't do that unless he could see his mother and children, to which the detectives agreed. So let me get this straight. You take out your baby mama, madness. Now they want you shoot at the door trying to get into the house where your father just went into. And then when you're talking to your mom who's talking to the detectives want you to turn yourself in, and you say, nah, I can't do that unless I can see my mother and my children. But if you care so much about your children, then why on earth would you do something that's about to take you away from your children for 45 years, madness? Your children gonna be senior citizens by the time you see daylight again. So this is something that you clearly didn't think through. Now, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened from the point where it seemed like y'all was cordial enough to drop the kids off to where y'all came back at 4 o'clock in the morning and y'all was fighting outside for 45 minutes. I don't know what took place between then and there, but what I do know is that the madness took place over you. Madness. So the detectives agreed to let him see his mother and children. And then it says around 2:30 p.m. on Christmas, Brown's mother told police that she was on her way to the city county building so Brown can turn herself in. And the mama helped you turn yourself in too? Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you one thing, the parents in this situation was not having it. The parents in this situation was not having it. Your father turned you in, and then your mother helped you turn yourself in. It says when Brown arrived, detectives tried to speak with him, but he immediately requested an attorney. The Marion County prosecutor's office initially filed the following charges against Brown: murder, residential entry, domestic entry, and unlawful carrying of a handgun. Under the plea agreement, Brown is expected to formally plead guilty to murder, unlawful carrying of a handgun, and be sentenced on July 14th. Madness. This is the type of madness that go on in the world, people. You really got to check people's temperature. And if you get into a situation, got to try to walk away from it because A, you don't want to be the person that becomes possessed and infected with the madness and do something like take out the mother of your children. And you also don't want to stick around on the opposite side. Shania, you don't want to stick around long enough for a person to get infected with the madness like Brown Jr. and then something ends up happening to you. And we have this unfortunate situation. Right here that took place. Now, if I got anything wrong about this story, if I said something wrong, and because I get a lot of people that always leaving comments, that ain't what happened. You don't know what you talking about. Listen, we going off of reports, all right? And apparently he's pleading guilty for 45 years. So I'm gonna have to kind of take this report and say that this is probably more accurate than not. Madness. But I guess until he's formally sentenced all the way on July 14th, everything is allegedly madness. But if I said something wrong, then let me know what it is. Because people always say you got it wrong, but then they don't never say what part you got wrong. Because maybe I didn't get it wrong. Maybe you're just mad that I'm talking about it. Listen, y'all be safe out there. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you feel about this story. Do you believe that Sir Brown Jr. is infected? I thought he was a singer at first. But do you believe Sir Brown Jr. was infected with the madness? Let me know. Because the madness is infectious. The madness is contagious. And the madness must be stopped. Remember, stop the madness, start the positivity. Madness. Rest in peace, Shania Shaw. I'm sorry that the madness found you. Rest in peace. Please join me in a moment of silence for Shania Shaw. Thank you.